Anthropic just deleted 80% of Claude Code's own rulebook on purpose, and the model got smarter. Which means a lot of the setup advice you and I followed this year is now officially wrong, according to the people who wrote the tool. So, I ran their new playbook on a real machine, and one file that was silently eating 17,700 tokens out of every single session dropped to 845. That's measured on screen, not vibes. By the end of this video, you'll have made 6 specific changes to your own setup. The same 6 shifts Anthropic's engineers just published. And you'll be able to measure the difference yourself with 2 built-in commands most people have never typed. Everything you're about to see was run on this Mac today, and the checklist is free at the end. Here's what actually happened. On July 24th, Tariq Shihipar, an engineer at Anthropic, published the new rules of context engineering, and the headline, "Admission is wild." For the Claude 5 generation models, Anthropic removed over 80% of Claude Code's own system prompt, and their coding evals didn't drop at all. They call it unhobbling. The old prompt read like a rule book for a nervous intern, and every rule you pile onto the new models costs you twice, once in tokens, once in judgment. The post describes 6 shifts. Let's make all 6 of them real changes tonight. Change number 1, stop writing rules, start trusting judgment. Anthropic's old prompt ordered Claude to default to writing no comments, never write long doc strings, strict style law. They deleted all of it for one line. Write code that reads like the surrounding code, matching its comment density, naming, and idiom. That single sentence outperformed the lawbook. So open your Claude file and delete every rule that micromanages style. Keep only the constraints the code can't show. Fewer laws, better judgment. Change number 2, stop pasting examples, start designing interfaces. The old advice said, show the model 3 examples of what you want. But Anthropic found that for this generation, examples shrink the space the model is willing to explore. It clones your sample instead of solving your problem. The new move is expressive interfaces, tool parameters, and file structures, whose names alone hint at the intended behavior. If your instructions are a pile of sample outputs, replace them with one well-named structure and let the model fill it. Change number 3 is the big one. Stop front-loading, start routing. The old advice, and I gave it 2, was one big Claude file holding everything the agent could ever need. Anthropic now calls that an anti-pattern. Your Claude file should be a router, a thin index telling Claude where knowledge lives, so it pulls detail only when the task needs it. They call it progressive disclosure. And because talk is cheap, I tested it on a real repository, on camera. Watch the numbers. This is a real open source repo from my machine with a 46 kilobyte Claude file, the kind everyone was proud of last year. I type /context, and Claude Code itself reports the damage. 17,700 tokens of memory files, loaded before I've typed a single word. That was 39% of everything sitting in the context window at startup. Paid again in every single session. So I spent 20 minutes moving the detail into 11 topic files behind a 2 kilobyte router. Same knowledge, one hop away. Fresh session /context again. 845 tokens. 95% of the weight gone from every future session. And this scales. My own production setup runs 545 knowledge files, nearly 2 megabytes of nodes, and the index Claude actually loads is 19 kilobytes. If that just saved you 17,000 tokens a session, that's every video here. So hit subscribe because it's free, and to back the work, hit join or the supporter button on Facebook. Now, change 4. Change number 4, say it once. Anthropic audited their own prompt and found the same instructions living twice, once in the system prompt, again in the tool descriptions. They deleted the duplicates and kept each rule where it's used inside the tool definition itself. You're probably doing the same. Rules in your Claude file that also live in your MCP server descriptions, your hooks, your /commands. Pick one home for every instruction and delete the echo. Change number 5. Stop hoarding memory by hand. The old workflow was hitting the hash key to manually save notes into your Claude file. And those notes pile up into exactly the bloat we just deleted. Claude Code now saves relevant memories automatically as you work. Into files, it curates itself. So trust it. Stop reflexively stuffing manual notes in and let the automatic system decide what's worth keeping. You can always read what it wrote. And change number 6, upgrade your specs. When you hand Claude a plan, plain Markdown is no longer the ceiling. Anthropic's engineers now write richer references, HTML artifacts the agent can pass, and a human can see, or better yet, real code. A failing test suite is a spec that can't be misread. So for your next feature, instead of a bullet list, hand it the test that should pass when the work is done. The on-ramp for all 6 ships inside Claude Code, type /doctor. I ran it live on my real setup, 38 skills, 123 MCP tools, months of accumulated clutter. It scanned everything read-only first, then reported a duplicate install of Claude Code itself. 15 skills and 5 agents I had never used once, costing nearly 2,000 tokens every session. 2 dead plugins and a pending update. And it changes nothing until you approve it. It's a checkup, not surgery. So here's tonight's checklist. Run /doctor and read the report. Run /context and see what your memory files cost. Delete the style laws, keep the judgment line. Swap example dumps for well-named interfaces. Break your big Claude file into a router and measure the before and after. Say every instruction once. Trust automatic memory. And spec your next feature with a test, not a bullet list. Any one of these pays for its 10 minutes. All 6 change how the tool feels. A year of setup folklore just got deleted by the people who wrote the tool. Your setup is either carrying that dead weight right now, or it isn't. For the shortcut, comment the word router, and my bot will send you the 6 new rules router kit, the full checklist, the exact router template from this video, and the /doctor guide. It's also free at hyperautomationlabs.co/free/router. And if you're just getting started, my step-by-step beginner playbooks are linked below, including the complete Claude Code guide, fully updated for August. See you in the next one.